Yo, she not yours, Pardi. She was just giving you a turn, man. Just like Tory Lanez had his turn, you know what I'm saying? And now it's Romelu's turn. Hey, listen, welcome back to Hot Topics TV, y'all. If you've never been here before, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up on Hot Topics TV or every time we update one of these stories that we cover. So, right now, this is hot, okay? It's hot like them Dunkin' Donuts when you see the lights flashing over at Dunkin' Donuts. Some of y'all don't even know nothing about that, but let's get into the topic though. Okay, so Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion was seen recently with some guy, some tall, bald-headed, dark-skinned guy, and everybody is like, who is that? Isn't she with Pardi or Pardison Fontaine? What's going on? Did they break up? What is this? Right? All of Pardison Fontaine's fans are disappointed. They're like, damn, Pardi, it was, you know what I mean? She wasn't yours forever, bro. It was just your turn. I kind of remember when Pardison was showing out and stunting on Lil Man that is now going to prison for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, now Big Dude is stunting on him. That's what it seems like. Anyways, let's get this out of the way real quick because I always wondered, you know, I asked myself, who the hell is Pardison Fontaine? Like, what has he done? Who is he? Is he just a Megan Thee Stallion boyfriend? Okay, here's a little about Pardison Fontaine. Then I'm going to tell you a little bit about this new guy that Megan was seen with. So, a lot of people don't know this. Pardison Fontaine, that's not even his real name. His real name is Jordan Kyle Lanier Thorpe. That's his real name. And he was born in 1989. He's better known by his stage name, Pardison Fontaine. He's an American rapper and songwriter originally from Newburgh, New York. He is best known for his 2018 single, Back It Up, featuring Cardi B, which peaked at number 40 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 charts. His debut album, Underrated or Underrated with the 8 in it, was released November 15th of 2019. It went wood. Nobody knows about it, really. It wasn't a mainstream album. Now, along with his solo career, Thorpe or Pardison Fontaine has credits as a co-writer in multiple top 20 hit songs with other artists, including Kanye West, Yikes, Ghost Town, and All Mine. That's 3 off of just Kanye. Cardi B, Bodak Yellow, I Like It, and Wild Side, and WAP, and Up. These are huge songs. Bodak Yellow, I Like It, Wild Side, WAP, and Up. And in Megan Thee Stallion's Savage remix and WAP as well. In 2021, Thorpe won the Grammy Award, so he's even a Grammy winner for Best Rap Song for his contribution on the Savage remix. I don't need to tell you how much more. I don't need to tell you much more about him. Just know that, you know, he does his thing. He's 33 years old. He does his thing. He's a rapper slash songwriter, and he is more successful in the songwriting arena than he is in the rap arena. However, the man got his own bag, okay? And he's heavy in the industry. So when you see Megan with him, we could stop calling him Megan Thee Stallion's boyfriend now, and we could call him by his name, Pardison Fontaine, even though that ain't his real name. Now let's talk about this dude that Megan Thee Stallion has been seen with. His name is Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku. I don't know if Megan wants to be known as Mistress Lukaku. But anyhow, let's talk about what he do and how much paper he's getting and all that. So Romelu Lukaku, but this is his full name. His full name, by the way, is Romelu Lukaku Bolingoli. Romelu Lukaku Bolingoli. He is a Belgian professional football player, and he's loved by his fans for his insane goal-scoring abilities where he humiliates the defenders quite easily. He has had traveling history in the game, so he hasn't been known to stay with one team for more than 3 years. People say He moves around because he's getting to the bag, to the money. Well, recently, he rejoined Inter Milan as a loanee after a turbulent spell at Chelsea. Now, despite some controversies and disputes, he remains one of the most sought-out strikers in the footballing world to this day. Right. Now, if you ask about his net worth currently sits at 60 million euros. That's like 120 to 150 million US dollars. That's his net worth. So if you asking if homie got a bag, he got a bag, and he got a way bigger bag than Pardison Fontaine. I'm not saying that's what Megan is after, but he got a way bigger bag, okay? And football is the most popular sports in the world, so he is also way more popular than Pardison Fontaine. He's not known like that in the U.S., but the U.S. is just one country in the world. You understand? Now, his salary was £250,000 a week at Stamford Bridge, and at San Siro, he will be getting £8.5 million per season. That's like almost 16 million US dollars per season. Romelu Lukaku endorsements brings in a lot of his money. So he promotes brands that he has deals with. He has a deal with Nike. He got a deal with Puma. He works with Adidas. He has received just last year alone, Nike paid him $1.5 million just last year alone. It's crazy to see an athlete do deals with multiple brands. Usually a brand like Nike would want to lock you down and have you represent their brand, so you won't be wearing Nike and Puma and Adidas and all that at the same time. But for some reason, he's able to get flexible to where he has all these brands on board. So a lot of his money comes from that as well. Now, if you're asking how he might have met, because sure as hell, she ain't watching no damn soccer. I hate to say it, but we know she's not watching no soccer. Megan Thee Stallion ain't sitting at home watching no damn soccer. Okay? American football, maybe. Soccer, hell no. She ain't watching no soccer. And she definitely ain't traveled to Belgium in a long time, even though she travels the world doing music, and they might have crossed paths that way. But here's another way that they might have crossed paths. So Romelu actually owns two houses, while one of them is in the U.S. and one of them is in Belgium. In California, where Megan is at, he has a mansion, and his mansion in California is $30 million. And in Belgium, he has an apartment in Antwerp and that one is worth $1.4 million, just the skyline apartment. He has a crazy car collection. He lives a high life. His cars are all about Ferraris and Rolls Royce, Range Rovers, Audi, Mercedes Benz, Aston Martin, you know what I mean, that kind of stuff. His little car collection is worth a couple $1 million as well. And he has charities that donate a whole lot of money. Now, if you're asking where he was born, because he sounds like he is African, well, maybe he is African. I'm pretty sure he is African in the background, but he was actually born in Belgium. He was actually born in Belgium. So now that you get a little update on that, on the two men in Megan Thee Stallion's life, well, it's probably one, because the other one probably just exited. After Pardison Fontaine sees these pictures, I hope there's no explaining it. Like, nah, my baby was just out on a date, you know, it was business. And I hope Megan doesn't think that she's going to be able to tell everybody, what? Makekelu was just holding my hand. He's a nice guy. Let me say his name right. His name is Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku. He was holding her hand. They were holding hands at a wedding event. This is an intimate setting, a wedding event. But you know, women usually give the excuse that my heels were too high. I had on them 8-inch heels, and you know, he was just holding my hand to make sure I didn't fall. He was being a gentleman when on the low, he beating the brakes off that. Anyhow, so he's 30 years old. Pardison Fontaine is 33 years old. They're in the same age group. Their money is completely different, and their worlds are completely different. One is into music, one is into sports, big time. Now, let's talk about the story that broke. It says that Megan Thee Stallion seemingly, shout out to the Daily Mail, Megan Thee Stallion seemingly has a new man as she attended a wedding with Belgian football star Romelu Lukaku over the weekend, just months after former close pal Tory Lanez was found guilty of shooting her. They threw Tory in there. Tory used to hit it too. The 28-year-old Houston rapper who recently attended Beyonce's concert in Paris was seen cuddling up with the 30-year-old striker for Club Inter Milan, leaving many people to wonder, where the hell did they meet? The two were in attendance for the wedding of Lukaku's teammate Lautaro Martinez to model Agostina Gandolfo in Lake Como, Italy. Lukaku is currently on loan from Premier League club Chelsea and the Belgian national team. Though it may seem like the two are from totally different worlds, there is a connection as both of them are signed to Jay-Z Roc Nation's management. Holy shit. So Jay-Z is the one that played matchmaker here, maybe? You think Jay-Z sat Megan down and said, listen, Pardison Fontaine got to go. He's going to have to either play the game or he got to go. But right now, we got this man that I'm trying to make more popular. And what better way to make him more popular than to put you with him as a team? I don't know. That's how my mind works. I think they do this shit in the industry for real. Like, they just, the record label will sign a new act and they will tell an old act that's been on the record label that's already more established and has a fan base that's bigger, hey, start dating this person. At least make it look real, right? And then that person becomes famous too. Okay, so it remains unclear whether they met, where they met, but Megan was seen attending the match several weeks ago at Inter Milan on April 30th, which raised eyebrows at the time. Like, what the hell was she doing at a soccer match? So she was actually at one of his matches several weeks ago. Remember, they are both signed to Roc Nation management. Jay-Z got his hand in this. Things already seem to be getting serious between the pair as they were seen holding hands as they made their way to the celebration together. Megan looked absolutely stunning in that gold dress, which showed off her curvaceous figures along with the heels that she was wearing. I thought the shit was green. I guess my eyes are blind. I don't know. But she wore the hell out of that dress. That's for sure. I'll give her that. But May got a banging body and she's young and everything's tight and right and in place. So we ain't even talking about her body. She got a whole bunch of other stuff coming out soon that y'all should look out for that has something to do with working out and keeping the body tight. But let's get back to this. So she accessorized her stuff with no platinum diamond necklaces, bracelets combination as she carried along with the beige quilted Chanel bag, and her curly brunette tresses were voluminous as she showcased her natural look with complementary makeup. Lukaku looked handsome in his dark gray suit over a black t-shirt with matching leather Louis Vuitton sneakers, and he certainly had that look of love as he stared adoringly into Megan's eyes while they wrapped their arms around one another. At one point, the sweetest pie hitmaker could be seen taking in the beautiful sights of the upscale resort area in northern Italy, Lombardy region. Yo, Megan wore a see-through dress to these people's wedding, and you could see her thongs and everything under the dress. I don't know if she was trying to upstage the the bride of the wedding, but goddamn, if I was getting married, I wouldn't want you to show up to my wedding like that, because all the attention would be off of me, and it's my day. But anyhow, Lukaku dating one of the most famous rappers in the world may be a surprising move to his fans. The football star, who is considered one of the best strikers in the world, has kept his personal life relatively private, and he's been romantically linked to a Belgian model and a fitness guru so far. Lukaku recently split with Belgian model Sarah Mens, who he dated for 5 whole years. So you know that's a serious relationship. He was previously romantically linked to Belgian fitness guru Julia as well, Julia Vandenweg, who he was seen with since 2014. The WAP hitmaker, which is Megan Thee Stallion, she was recently romantically linked to rapper and writer Pardison Fontaine for over 2 years. However, back in February, there were rumors that the hitmaker and Pardison Fontaine, who's 33 years old, had split up after fans noticed that the two of them no longer followed each other on Instagram. Ain't that the new way to split up, though? The new way to end your relationship is to just unfollow each other on Instagram. That's how you let the world know that your shit is in trouble. My relationship is in trouble because we don't even follow each other on Instagram, or I'm breaking up, or I don't take the person serious because you don't follow each other on Instagram. That's the new way, I guess, right? However, Pardison Fontaine shared a photo of himself and another woman enjoying shots for Valentine's Day, which many fans believe to be Megan Thee Stallion, though it was unclear who was actually in the picture. I don't think it was Megan, because Megan was probably over in Milan watching Lukaku play football. So the two have stayed quiet about the status of their relationship. Pardison ain't saying nothing. Megan is not saying anything. And Megan has not posted on her main Instagram account since late November of last year. So has everybody talking and wondering and speculating. Now this comes weeks after a Los Angeles judge throws out Tory Lanez bid for a new trial after the rapper was convicted of shooting his former lover and fellow hip-hop star Megan Thee Stallion last year. Damn. The 30-year-old's new defense team had argued that the guilty verdict on the 3 felonies brought against him in December were a miscarriage of justice, all this other stuff. Listen, Tory was heard and seen screaming, going, as you know, when you go before the judge says it's denied, you're going to have to do the time, whatever time comes down the pipeline, you're not getting a new trial. Tory was shouting as they were leading him back to the cell. Help me, man. This could be you. This could be your child. This could be your daughter. This could be your son. I feel for him. He hurt. But on May 9th, LA Superior Court Judge David Hereford denied the motion for a new trial, telling the court that he could see no reason for a new trial do-over, and dismissing the defense several objections to the manner the original trial was conducted. Even if there were errors at the trial, they were small errors, and there would not have been a different result, is what the judge said. So, in other words, that's what it's going to be. Up out of there for Tory. The prosecution wants Tory Lanez to do 20 years for that incident. So it's going to be tough on Tory, but back to Megan. The judge also shot down the accusation from Tory Lanez's defense team that his lead lawyer during the trial did a poor job defending Tory Lanez. All that, they're trying everything they could. You got to understand that, though, right? Because that's the name of the game. Throw all your money at it. Try everything you can. The goal is to get free. However, I think that ship has sailed for Tory Lanez. Megan sealed that deal. She put one man behind bars. She went off with another one. Now she left him and she's off with a third one. That's just how it goes. This is the world today. What can I say? You know, this is how the new generation, new women are, right? Hot girl summer type stuff. Change men for the summer type stuff. If he is really hot, then we might go 2 summers. But that's about it, that type of stuff. Let's put it this way. This generation of women, they'll be sucking your dick in the morning, and by the time it's evening, they're packing their shit to leave a long-term relationship because they found somebody new. That's just how it is. In other words, then, ain't too much taken too serious. You know what I'm saying? But the judge turned down Tory's request, so Tory is going to prison for sure. Megan's out here handling her business with her new man, and it's time to see where this goes. Somebody commented. Now this is in the British news, and they commented and said, "Yuck, what a horrendously ugly woman." And another person says, "I love the hair, and her body is fire." I don't know who looked at Megan and said, "Yuck, horrendously ugly woman," but okay, whatever. That's one thing I'm sure that she's not. Y'all leave your comments in the comment section below. You know what they say. She ain't yours. It's just your turn. I'm out. Peace.